Kia ora guys, welcome back. Adam Goodwillie here. It's good to see your smiling faces again. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways of how to take a self-portrait photo. So we're down here at Cascade Ponds at the moment, just 5 minutes out of Banff. Mount Rundle over here, Cascade Mountain over here. So if you're not sure what self-portrait photo is, it's when you take a photo of yourself but at a distance. So it's not quite a selfie there with the thumbs up, the piece. It's more like my camera's going to be there, I'm going to take a photo over there, or I'm even going to be further away. But either way, I'm going to show you the 3 ways of how to take a self-portrait photo. Now let's get into it. Alright, so to start this off, I'm shooting on my Nikon D750. So what I'm going to do first, that most cameras all have it, go menu, go down to timer, this one here, timer, self timer, and then put it on whatever you want, so 10-20 seconds. Now at the very top over here you have a timer button. Now this is just for the Nikon. The Sony is actually just pushed left, comes over here, 2 down from the single shooting, self timer. Push right, you can change it to self timer 2, 5 and 10 seconds. So I've just set up the timer, so as soon as I push the shutter button down, it's going to take 10 seconds before I take the photo. Now I'm just going to set this up so the way I want it. We'll go F11, shoot at 1600 second ISO, we'll crank that down, then we'll have to change the shutter. 500, 1/500 seconds, and now I'm going to take a photo and go for a walk. Step 1 of taking a selfie, or a self-portrait photo. Step number 2 for the self-portrait photo, oh Jesus, is one thing you're going to need is a shutter, a remote shutter. This one here is Pixel Pro. It cost me about $50 from Amazon. Now what I'm going to be doing with this one here is, I'm not sure if you can actually see this, I'm going to set it up so I take 11 shots, and it's going to be 10-second intervals, so it's going to be a shot every 10 seconds, but it's going to be 11 shots. Now this is the best way. Say you're on top of a mountain, you're like, oh, that's going to be a cool shot if I'm standing way over there and you don't have anyone with you. Well, you probably have someone with you, but maybe they want them in the photo too. So you're going to set up your shutter. I could do another tutorial on this of how to set it up, but it's going to be 10-second intervals, so 11 shots. So at least one of those shots is going to work out for you. You can up it if you want. It goes up to 99, but you don't really want to be doing 99 photos. But maybe you do. You can do whatever you like. But this is how you do the remote shutter selfie. Just goes at the top there. You have a plug, plugged in the side. It goes on this side. There we are. So as you can see, it's all connected. So it's going to delay for the first shot for 10 seconds. I have intervals of 10 seconds, so it's going to be going for 10 seconds before it takes a new shot. And I have got 11 of them right now. So this is tip number 2 of how to do a self-portrait. So let's get started. You just push play. It counts down for 10 seconds. Takes your photo. Now then it counts down for another one, and it's going to keep taking photos. So I'm going to start walking, and it should be just keep taking photos. So as you can see, that is how you use the remote shutter to take a self-portrait photo. That's probably the easiest way, because you don't get camera shake or anything like that, but you can just keep taking photos, and you don't have to run and worry about like running and hurting yourself before you can capture that photo that you want. So that's the self-portrait photo shutter release cable tip 2. Now for tip 3. This one here I'm going to switch over to the Sony. Now tip 3 is actually an app that you download. So most modern day cameras actually can take apps on your phone, which therefore you can use your phone and take photos. The only thing is, when you're further away, like way down there as I was, it doesn't work. It doesn't keep the connection. It just doesn't work. So it's good if you want to do like sort of really like portrait selfies, I guess that's what you call them. But this is just oh man, that sun. Whoa. This is just so you can just another idea of how to take a self-portrait photo. Sometimes it works further out, but it didn't happen with me the other day when I was taking this photo. So I had to get Jenna to come and help me with this one. But let's get into it. Let's do tip number 3. Right, so what I'm going to be using is Imaging Edge Mobile. Now, to connect, you just have to go menu, go all the way down to connect with smartphone, connection, Wi-Fi standby. Now this connects to your camera, which is that one there. So it should be connecting. And now it is connected to my phone. So I have everything on my phone with this. So I'm going to stand over there, and you can do your shutter, you can do your aperture, you can do your ISO, you can connect it the way you ever want to. I need to change this onto photo mode. And then I'm going to go for a wander, and I'm going to take a photo with my phone. I wasn't ready for that one. Let's do that one again. So I hope this helped, guys. So that was 3 tips of how to do a self-portrait photo. They're pretty fun when you can get used to them and know what you're doing, and I don't know, it's always good to experiment. I mean, when you're on top of a mountain, you have some ideas, and sometimes you want to do them, next thing you have no one there, so sometimes just having these ideas that help. So the sun's starting to go down and it's starting to get chilly now, so I'm going to get going. But I hope this has helped you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And well, as you know, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.